and Brody and Brayden decide this would be the perfect time to start grabbing my butt. Obviously, I get angry and start pushing.
Hey guys, me, myself, and Nick are back with, I don't know how to pronounce this, Haminations. I think that's how you pronounce it. If it ain't, I apologize. My Bully Brother. So, I don't know what, I'm assuming this is like a story time or something. I haven't seen any of these videos. I think that me reacting to like cartoons pretty much, I think that it pushes more animations, like, cause you know, like I react to like Hello Balls, and there was some other like animations like Among Us and stuff, and so I think like me react to those, it pushes like videos like this. So I don't know what this is about, and hey, I'm like, it looked interesting. I mean, about a thumbnail, the name, My Bully Brother. I can't relate, but hey, I love to see what this is about. So if you guys enjoy my content, I appreciate if you like the video, and let's begin because I'm excited about this.
Stick around to the end of the video for a huge announcement. Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hey, my brother has been bullying me a ton lately, but I've been studying his tactics and I know how to get him back. I've set up a bucket above his door so that when he walks through, he'll get soaked. Oh, here it comes. What?
You dare use my own spells against me.
Hi,
if he
I'm
sound like
Bryson,
that, I'm
and
moving
this is
out.
my older brother Brayden. We're best friends now, but our relationship wasn't always like that. Brayden was a total bully, and I was the innocent victim.
CPS.
Shut up. Anyway, you didn't tell me to shut up. Back off, it's my channel. I don't care. I'm boss. You don't. I have more money. You better lawyer.
Oh, he said I have more money.
Anyway, today I wanted to regale you with some of the fantastical stories of our sibling rivalry and how that blossomed into a beautiful friendship. Let's start at the beginning. Brayden had a huge problem with me minding my own business. I would just be chilling in my room playing with Legos, and
real bullies have that same issue.
It's kind of like a beaver when it sees water. They both think, well, someone's got to put a stop to this. One time we were wrestling and we had stuffed pillows under our shirts for protection.
Oh, Polar
Brayden saw this
Express.
and thought,
Iconic Christmas movie.
He's got a
Best
pillow
Christmas
under
movie.
his shirt. He's immune to all
Avatar.
attacks. So it doesn't matter how hard I hit him. Then he kicked me into a stool. It dug into my unprotected back and knocked the wind out of me.
Jail.
Okay, stop being so dramatic. You're fine. Look,
I once felt a similar pain, but it was in my stomach instead.
Don't tell Mom, or I'll wring your neck. Okay, all good. See you later. Brayden himself has told me that he didn't discover empathy until one day when he threw a pine cone at Brody's back and made him bleed. Anyway, he didn't apply empathy until several years later, though. Even now, his empathy is selective. Brayden loves pushing buttons. Growing up with him was a masterclass in making other people mad. And bothering me was easy. I just wanted peace, and Brayden knew exactly how to shatter that peace. For example, for several nights in a row, I would be in bed, Brayden would come in and say, "You've had it far too good for far too long," and then beat me up.
We'll be fighting every day. Where's the parents? Where's the parents?
After, I would say, "Why?" And he would say, "No reason. Unprovoked. Anyway, see you same time tomorrow night." One time, we were on a family cruise, and Mom wanted us all to take a picture together.
Where's the dad, the mom?
Brayden's button-pushing and bothersome tendencies had infected all of us. It was like a virus. Brayden would bother me, and to blow off steam, I would bother Brenner. What a healthy brother dynamic. Hurt people, what can I say?
Okay, so you're a bully too then.
Brayden was an expert at making it seem like it was my fault and playing innocent. So there we were, getting ready to take a picture, and Brody and Brayden decide this would be the perfect time to start grabbing my butt. Obviously, I get angry and start pushing and trying to get them to stop as they laugh at me. Mom hears the ruckus and, of course, assumes I'm just causing problems for no reason and says, "Bryson, stop!" So I tried to just deal with it and smile for the picture as my brothers laughed at me. Here is a recreation of that picture. I lost on all accounts. I look
The mom is
super
trash.
ugly 'cause
She
I'm
is.
trying not to squirm because my butt is being grabbed. Mom was mad at me, and Brody and Braden looked great. They were experiencing the pure joy of a devious master plan coming together. They knew I
I'll
had
turn around and be
no
like,
options, so their smiles are genuine.
I mean, does it
Neither
feel
of them
nice?
had ever,
Like, what?
nor ever would again
Why y'all doing
smile
that?
brightly for any family photos. However, me and Braden did have a team up on that same trip. I was in the shower, and Brenner kept turning off the light to bug me. I kept warning him that I would spit water on him if he kept turning off the light, but that only strengthened his resolve to bother me. He would turn it off and then run away down the hall over and over. Eventually, I asked Braden to help me administer justice to Brenner, and he agreed. Braden hid behind the door, Brenner came back and turned off the light, but before he could escape, Braden grabbed him. Do it, now! As I filled up my mouth with water to spray Brenner, I started laughing about how funny it was gonna be when I sprayed him. But the laughter caused me to accidentally inhale the water. It all went in my lungs, and I started coughing violently. And something about that made my stomach go, yeah, he's coughing. Let's just do a full reset. Send all stomach contents back from whence they came, please. Beep. And I threw up in the shower as my brothers watched. I should have just thrown up on Brenner. He would have never bothered me again. But alas. Here's another example.
No, you probably
of
did more
Braden's
to you at that point.
infecting his fellow men. We were in
So
high
mom just
school
sitting
at
there.
this point,
Oh, okay.
and Braden had taken a liking
Parents trash.
to flipping me off. However,
Where's the
eventually
dad?
it just
Where is
became
he?
an inside joke to us, and I would flip him off back. So we would do this all the time to each other as confused bystanders watched. It basically became our way of greeting each other. But one day, this harmless
I mean,
prank
that's
went
cool.
quite wrong. We were getting food at a restaurant. I paid, and the lady gave me my receipt, and I went to give her a thumbs up. But the habit was so deeply ingrained in me that I accidentally flipped her off. Luckily, her head was turned, and as she turned back in the nick of time, I switched my hands to a thumbs up. That was the real-life equivalent of using the wrong emote.
If I was that waiter, I'd be like, oh
I
yeah.
told Braden about it, and we laughed and flipped each other off. Honestly, there aren't a ton of crazy stories of Braden bullying me. It was more of an evenly spread, slow burn that chipped away at my sanity for years. For example, hitting me unprovoked to keep me on my toes, stealing my stuff and hiding it, kicking me off the Xbox, giving me a disconnected controller to make me think I was playing a video game with him, pushing me too hard on the rope
We'll be
swing so I
fighting.
would hit a
I'm
tree,
sorry.
flashing me in pools, and throwing the hot potato at me way too hard, etc. That kind of stuff takes a toll when you're small. It was a vicious cycle of him purposefully aggravating me too much and me being too sensitive.
We will be
And there's
fighting.
no
I'm
rhyme
sorry, we
or
would.
reason to his crimes either. It
You
usually
gotta
plays out like
beat
this.
him down one time.
What a brute. No matter.
Or
I know
just
his
run
dad.
away.
He's trying to get a reaction out of me. Well,
Like, just
he's
scare the
out
mess out of your parents.
I've gained total
So
mastery
that
of
way-
my emotions. That being said,
They'll
I've
handle
gotta
things
find a way
more.
to get him back.
They'll probably step up.
Later tonight, I'll
'Cause
set
the
a
mom
trap
just
for him
sitting
in his
there.
room. When he walks in, I'll be hiding in the closet with a water gun to soak him, and then I'll frame Brenner for it. It will be the perfect crime. Laugh while you can, Brayden, because tonight your reign comes to an end.
Man, I'll put a snake in his underwear.
Prank him, John.
All this being said, I gotta throw in at least one good story about Brayden, because he truthfully is a great brother, and I love him very much. The year was 2017, and I was about to turn 16. The Nintendo Switch was releasing the next day, and I asked my parents if I could wake up early, wait in line at the store, and buy the Switch with their money for my birthday.
I never
It
did
would
that, by the
probably
way.
be out of stock everywhere by the
I
time
always
my
get
birthday really
consoles
hit.
like way
They
later.
said no, and I went to bed disappointed.
That
Then
PlayStation,
at
I got
5
that
a.m.,
like a
Brady
year
woke me
later.
up and told me that Mom and Dad only told me no to make it a surprise, and that we were going to the store to buy it now. It was a great brother experience, and I'll always have fond memories of waiting in line with Brayden and playing Zelda.
Aw.
And here I am 6 years later playing the new Zelda on that same release day Switch.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too bad!
That being said, sometimes Brayden does half nice, half mean things. Hey, leave him alone, punks. That's my job.
Oh my
Now,
goodness.
I don't claim to be the innocent victim in all these circumstances. I
You're
push
definitely
Brayden's
not.
buttons too. As my mom taught us, it takes two for contention, and I will not be one. But with me and Brayden, I would change
wanna
it
fight the
to,
mom.
it takes two for contention.
This is what I wanna
and we
fight.
will both be one. On that note, Brayden
And a
avidly
dad, too.
claims that I once threw a full can of Sprite at his head. I don't remember this at all, but admittedly,
A
it's
full
not
can of
fully out
Sprite?
character for me. And one time we
Shouldn't
were
he
on
be
a
bleeding
tandem
after that?
kayak together, and I was purposefully rowing out of sync with him so that our paddles would clank together.
Right, left, right, left. Do it right.
I'm trying. Sometimes I forget my lefts and rights.
Just follow my lead. Left, Right, left, right. You're doing it wrong on purpose!
What are you gonna do about it? Tip me? We're on the same boat, idiot! But
I mean, one thing you
also
can do.
nice things for him, like finding him a wife. Let me explain. One time, a bunch of families and friends in my neighborhood went on a big old camping/hiking trip, and I was eating lunch with our family friend Kira. As we chatted and ate, I said to her, "You should date Brayden."
I don't think Brayden's really my type.
And I thought to myself, sure he isn't, honey. And 5 years later, I was the best man at their wedding. Called it. Brayden owes his marriage to me.
I guess.
As such, I will be naming the firstborn child.
No.
The baby's name will be Bryson 2. The sequel.
Not happening.
It's happening, guys. Here's another family love story. Brody brought home a girl named Jen to meet the family, so we decided to all play a board game together. It was a secret role game. We will call it Secret Bad Guy. Anyway, in the board game, the good guys are trying to figure out who the bad guys are and stop them
sounds
to
fun.
win. We got our secret roles, and I was the bad guy.
Oh,
I had to
I
keep
wanna
my
play this.
identity secret and convince everyone that I was a good guy. The game went
Oh,
on,
like
and it
it's him.
got to the point where if I was elected as chancellor, me and the bad guys would win. I had been purposefully playing in a way that had Brayden totally convinced that I was innocent. Mom was skeptical, but Brayden advocated for me and elected me as chancellor because I had earned his trust. The vote passed.
If Bryson is the bad guy, then we lose. Bryson, you're not the bad guy, right?
Brayden was so angry that I
I'd do something like that. I would.
He literally grabbed me, threw me on the table, and strangled me as I laughed.
See, stuff like this is unnecessary.
All while Jen watched in horror. What a great introduction to the family. Somehow she ignored that red flag and married Brody anyway. The warnings were there. She signed up for this, so that's on her. And I'm not married. Speaking of board games, I only remember playing Monopoly once. All I remember is
I
someone
played
getting angry, grabbing the metal airplane
multiple
piece,
times.
and throwing it like a ninja star
Probably
out of
like
anger.
50 times.
It missed and stuck into the wall. Good thing, too. It could have stabbed someone's eye out. I don't remember who threw it, but I know in my heart that it was Brayden. Anyway, as me and Brayden grew, we became best friends. Siblings are crazy like that. You spend your whole life fighting each other, and then one day you're both like,
He was my best friend all along.
Brayden has blossomed into a great man, and I love him like a brother. Wait. Anyways, despite Brayden trying to kill me over a board game, we still love them and we play them together all the time with the family. So much so that Brayden came to me one night saying that we should make a card game. That's way easier said than done, and I'm just not so sure that. And then the next morning, he sends a big document filled with all his ideas for the game. Honestly, I was not expecting to like it, but after he pitched it, I realized he had the seed of something great, and I was sold. We spent the next several months writing the rules, play testing, brainstorming, balancing, creating prototypes, and spending late nights together drawing out our ideas on paper cards. It's been super hard and has taken several months to get to this point, but also super rewarding. And so, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Hoard the Hams, a Haminations card game where you hoard the most hams, steal hams from others, and protect what you've got. This has been a labor of love from me, Brayden, and the whole family. But we love the process so much that we're making our own family board game company. We already have 2 more board game ideas we've been playtesting, with 2 more promising ideas coming down the pipeline. So, if you want to support our family business while having a blast with your own family, please visit the Kickstarter to support and play Hoard the Hams today! This is a game that I genuinely believe in. We truly poured our hearts and souls into this, and we involved the whole family. It is our sincere hope that it will be a blast for you and your family, cause it sure was a blast for me and mine. So please, click the link below to learn more about Hoard the Hams. Supporting the game will help us bring more card games and board games to your family in the future. Thanks for watching. There you go, little ham. I'll keep you nice and safe, and no one will ever— Huh?
Ha! Looking for these? See ya, chump.
Not so fast! Ha!
You know what?
Huh?
I probably gotta try this card game.
Ha! Ha ha! Face it, man. You've lost.
I wouldn't count your hams before they hatch.
Oh.
A trap? No!
And I've still got an ace up my sleeve. Ha!
Oh! No!
Act now on Kickstarter. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please consider supporting our Kickstarter and share it to people who might be interested, because the more backers there are, the more stretch goals get reached, and it makes the final product higher quality for everyone.
I will
Here's a
play
review for
that
the
game.
Hoard the Hams is the best card game in the history of the universe. 5 stars. That review was written by me, and I'm very trustworthy, so go check it out. Thanks to my amazing team,
I had a feeling
my
it was
amazing
him. I had a
family,
feeling.
and to you, my amazing fans. This ain't no one-man show, and I'm so grateful for the overwhelming amount of support from all of you. Thank you, and goodbye.
So, I will 100% play that game. I wonder if it's like in stores or is it just like a digital thing. I gotta look it up after recording. But the animation was fire. It reminds me of some other animation I saw before, but I don't know what the name of it is. Yeah, the animation was fire. The story, the parents blew me because it seemed like they weren't doing anything about it. I'm like, is y'all home when all this stuff happening? Or was they out of the house when all this stuff was happening? You know, like, that kind of pissed me off a little bit. Like what y'all doing? You know, because honestly, like, siblings fight, right? Like, that's expected. But putting your sibling head in the toilet, no, that's right there. You cross the line at that point. You're crossing the line. Grabbing his butt cheeks, like, if anything, I think I'll laugh. But ain't that technically like sexual assault? Just like a little bit, right? Like, I know these your siblings, and I mean, yeah, right? Like, I mean, I don't know how you would classify that, because he wouldn't press charges, obviously, but I mean, because they were just joking and messing with him. They wasn't like, I guess it wasn't malicious. I don't know. There was some questionable things in this video. But overall, I like this video. I did. Like the video if you guys enjoyed today's video, and also if you enjoy my content. And I'll be back with more videos. So yeah, that's about it. Peace.